Hey guys, it is Friday, September 13th. Bitcoin's at 59,400. And this episode is going to be called um, the Great Interest Rate Supercycle. Now, as you guys know, I used to be a bond trader, and that meant I watched interest rates like crazy. And one of my nicknames was Fred Krueger the Merc because I traded a ton of U.S. Interest rate futures, in particular LIBOR futures, on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and they would always be calling Fred Krueger the Merc, pick up to close my trades at the end of the day. And so I'd have to come in and I'd be like, okay, was that one yours? Was that one yours? Was that one yours? That one yours? It's because I would be buying and selling so many euro-dollar futures. So the euro-dollars is something that I traded a lot of. I was very, very involved in interest rates. And I got to tell you, this is the most important thing in the world, is what is interest rate policy. And as Marty Z, who was sort of an icon in the stock market for a long time, and you can check out his old books. Winning on Wall Street was one of his books. Marty always said, don't fight the Fed. And I think you cannot underestimate how important this next cycle is going to be. We are at 5 3/8 right now in interest rates, and we are going to have somewhere between a 25 and a 50 basis point rate cut next Wednesday. And we're going to be having some discussion as to the future path of interest rates. But I think the most important thing is if you look at where Fed fund futures are trading. And I was just opened that up today, and I was just, oh my God. Interest rates are 5 3/8. The futures on interest rates in December of 2025 are at 97.19, which says that the interest rate that people are betting on, the prediction market for interest rates, is effectively 280. 280. So the market's telling us we're going from 5.5% interest rates to something below 3% in a year. That is a massive, massive move, okay? And when you have $4 trillion in money market funds, they're just sitting there. When you have $200 trillion worth of bonds out there, and you lower interest rates from 5 3/8 to below 3%, which is what is going to happen, you're going to have a flight to risk assets. What does that mean? That means equities go up. That means real estate goes up, okay? That means bonds go up, and that means Bitcoin goes up. And it also means gold goes up. And we're starting to see that gold today, for the first time ever, trading above $2,600 per ounce. And that really should tell you, because there's no Mount Gox of gold. There's no Germany selling their gold reserves. In fact, it's the exact opposite. China's buying tons of gold. And I think this is going to happen to Bitcoin, but even more, right? So we are in a potentially absolutely explosive scenario for 2025, really starting after this election, but for the next 12 months could be just absolutely explosive on the upside for Bitcoin. I definitely think something like 200,000 is definitely in the cards for end of 2025. We could be at something like 3 to 4 times higher than where we are now. I think it's going to be an absolutely amazing risk return. I would not play it with too much leverage. If you want to have any leverage at all, I prefer no leverage. I always prefer no leverage. But I think you should be heavily allocated to Bitcoin. I think it's going to do extremely well. So that's my little video for today. If you follow me on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It helps my reach on YouTube. And again, thanks for following me. and I'll catch you soon.